So this over here is our transmission that's connected to our engine that drives the shaft that goes through this packing nut and the locking nut and the stuffy box going out to drive the propeller, to turn the propeller that powers us forward and reverse whenever we're under engine power. So right now we have a slight problem over here. I don't know if you can tell from there, but I'll probably get another angle. There is a water leak coming out of our locking nut and packing nut assembly, and we've never had a problem with this before. Like right now it's dripping about maybe 1 drop every 2 seconds when I first got here today. So I'm going to attempt, I hope I'll be successful, to tighten the packing nut a little bit more so that gland that's inside there becomes a little bit tighter. But you don't want to over tighten it, because if it over tightens, then it puts too much friction on the shaft, and that will reduce your ability to power, and it can create also more wear on the shaft. And ideally you should have 2 wrenches. They're kind of big to go around here to try and put 2 side by side. I actually bought this other one over here as well, but this one over here is not big enough. It doesn't go. I made a mistake. It's 1 3/4 inch maximum. I wanted something that would be lighter than the pipe wrench, and it is lighter than the pipe wrench, but obviously I made a mistake. I did not know what size the nut was, and I didn't try it out before, so I may have to come up with a different system. The objective here is to loosen up the locking nut. This nut over here puts pressure against this nut so that this nut does not rotate, and inside this nut there is potentially 3, I'm not sure exactly, the manual says 3 glands that are wrapped around the shaft over here. So this nut pushes those glands up against this threaded pipe fitting, that then puts pressure on the shaft so that not too much water leaks out this way. So I have to loosen up the locking nut and then tighten up the packing nut. So I don't have the proper tool. Basically you have to hold this one in place and then turn this one here and turn the locking nut to loosen it. And I don't have the proper tool to do both. I don't have the. I saw somebody using a cold chisel and just press it up against the locking nut and then hitting with a hammer to loosen up the locking nut. I'm going to try. I don't have a cold chisel. I have a piece of pretty heavy pipe, and I'm going to see if I can do that. If not, I may have to go out and buy another wrench, because I really don't want this to carry on very long. And it doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. It is a tight spot. Now, water's coming out a little bit stronger too now. Not that it's a big deal. Bilge pump is working. There it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple marks over here to see how far off I'm going to be with my packing afterwards. So I'm going to use this as my start point. This is fixed anyways. And I'm going to put a mark over here and a mark on this nut over here as well. Actually, I'll put it down here so it does not get damaged by when I have to put a wrench to it. So I already tried using this hammering process. It's not working very well. Doesn't grab onto the nut very well, so I'm gonna have to go out and get me another wrench to see if I can do this. Meanwhile, it's leaking a little bit, but should be okay. We have bilge going. Okay, so got 2 wrenches, 2 proper wrenches now. This nut is just past an inch and 3/4, almost 2 inches. So basically, Gotta hold this steady and turn this one. This is going to be challenging. I better put this one over here first. Okay. All right, here it goes. There we go. So the locking nut is loose. And you can see. All right, so now I got my guide over here. I'm going to see if I could tighten this one up, tight to there. I'm going to try and go maybe. Anyways, I'm going to give myself some space. I'm going to try and go a quarter turn and see what happens. I don't know if I can do this by hand or not. I've never done it. Oh yeah, it turns. So it feels fairly loose, I guess. So maybe. Okay, there you go. I just not even turn a quarter turn, and the water already stopped. Let me see. Maybe I'll just try and monitor. I can see the drop. There's a drop every 5 seconds or so. So maybe I'll tighten it a little bit more. Maybe I have to use a wrench. So I need to go quarter turn. Okay, I'll just leave it like this. It feels like there's a lot of product inside inside this gland. Inside the packing nut, a lot of gland in there, because I can feel the compression. Okay, so I'm just going to tighten this one out, and so I got to hold this one now in position. So first, I think I'm going to put this one over here like this. Hold this one to hold the packing nut. I'll try and get this one there. This. Okay. Maybe put this one first. Okay. I don't have too much space over here. Kind of would have preferred to have an open wrench. I might try and look for something like that. Yep. This hose over here, I can't really move it out of my way. Pipe wrench does not work this well this way, but I just may have to resort to it because I don't have. You see, so it skips more. I'm working with a pipe wrench in reverse. Okay, it's still leaking. I may have to tighten that up a bit more. Not really, but okay, maybe I'll go a full quarter turn here. Okay, I'm going to just check on the water drop frequency here, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is all I'm going to do. You don't want it to completely stop. You always want to have a little bit of a drip, like 1 to 2 drops per minute is acceptable when at resting, and when it's running, when you're driving the engine, you can get more. I've never tried looking for it because when I'm driving the engine, I got my engine cover on. I would have to remove it, but I'd have to be down here. I mean, right now I don't have anything coming in, so hopefully it's not too tight. If it is, then I just have to go through the process again and loosen it up a little bit. Okay, so I've completed tightening the gland inside the packing nut, or the packing nut to tighten up the gland. And I've been waiting for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I've not seen the water drop at all. I'm not sure if it's maybe too tight. Maybe once we start running the engine and driving the motor, driving the prop, that might loosen up a little bit. It's like I said, it's not very good to have a completely dry packing gland here, because then it overheats and it puts tension on the not tension, but puts load on the engine, and then your boat does not drive as fast and efficiently as it should. I don't know. I'm just going to take it out for a spin maybe later on and see what it does. See if there's any water coming in or not. We have some time today. We'll try it.
If you're interested in following our sailing on Lake Ontario on our Catalina Capri 26 Odyssey, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any episode. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated.